Welcome back to another edition of Coffee Time with TD. Move over, Rover, and let TD take over. Be good or be good at it. God is great always in always. So, today's topic, it is high time that we tackle the vandalism that has been happening at Tesla dealerships and Teslas in general. And I want to preface it with this. As you have heard me say time and time again, violence, vandalism, anything of the like is never acceptable. There is no reason ever for violence to put your hands on someone or vandalize someone else's property. Not for any reason ever. It is never the answer. But, and there's always a but in life, I understand it. I understand it. Because unfortunately, where America is as a society, people understand violence. People understand vandalism. And it's sad because violence, vandalism, anything of the like is never the answer. Never. But I understand it. Because you push people until they break. It's very simple. And the more money you have, the wealthier you are, the further detached from reality you become. And Emperor Elon Musk is the wealthiest person on the planet. So how attached to reality do you actually think he is? And Emperor Elon thought he could go in and fire tens of thousands of people and there wasn't going to be retribution. There wasn't going to be a reaction. There wasn't going to be a consequence or a repercussion. Of course there was. But because he is so detached from reality, he really thought that there wouldn't be. People are hurting right now. People are hurting. And when you hurt people who are hurting, when you go down and you cut them, there is a consequence and a repercussion. And again, violence, vandalism, never the answer. All I'm telling you is I understand it. Because all those people that were fired, they have jobs, they have families, most likely they have kids in school, and they have to put food on the table and put their kids through school. The way we treat people matters. And I've told you that time and time again. The way we treat people matters. And I'm not telling you that there didn't need to be cutbacks in Washington, D.C., but the way you do it matters. Life and the decisions and choices that come with it have consequences and repercussions. End of. Full stop. That is how life works. And Emperor Elon thought he could go in, fire tens of thousands of people, and there wasn't going to be a reaction, a consequence, and a repercussion. And I understand it. America and the overwhelming majority of Americans are hurting. We are in a recession. We have a donkey in the big seat who doesn't have a clue what he's doing, no plan. So far, he's given us paper straws, the Gulf of America, English as the first language of America, and possibly invading Canada, Gaza, Greenland. Don't know what's going on with the Panama Canal, and the golden ticket. That's what we have, because he has no plan. And people are hurting. Stock market's in free fall. Economy, recession, depression on the way. And people are hurting. And when you kick people, when they're down, when you go in and you fire tens of thousands of people, there is going to be a reaction. And I understand it. I'm not saying it's right, anything of the like, because violence, vandalism, it is never okay to vandalize someone else's property. Not for any reason ever, full stop. But I understand it. I understand the hatred for Emperor Elon Musk. And everybody out there gets to say, oh, our thoughts and prayers are with you, because it wasn't you who got fired. Wasn't you who got fired. You get to go home to your family, to your kids, to put food on the table. Put food in the cupboard. Send your kids to school. Not worry about tuition. That's why. And you know how I feel about the words, my thoughts and prayers are with you. There's nothing more repugnant and vile, disgusting in the entire human dictionary. There's no words I despise more. So keep that in mind when you pass judgment. And I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying I understand it. Because when people are hurting and you kick them, there will be a reaction. There will be a repercussion. There will be a consequence. And that is what we are now seeing with Emperor Elon Musk and Tesla and its cars. Let me know what you think. Grande beso. I always want to hear what you think. Lots of love.